If you needed reading glasses to read a menu, you wouldn't feel guilty, would you? You would simply accept that your eyes have changed and they need a tool to function perfectly. Yet when it comes to intimate health, millions of women over 50 are struggling with frustration, numbness, or lack of climax because they refuse to use the tools designed to help their changing biology. In 2026, the technology for female pleasure is indistinguishable from advanced medical therapy. But if you buy the wrong one, you can actually cause irritation or waste your money on something that works for a 20-year-old, but not for you. Welcome back to the Female Health Podcast. I'm Dr. Leah Parker. I'm going to walk you through the 3 specific categories of devices I recommend to my patients over 50 to restore blood flow, improve lubrication, and reclaim their climax. And stay tuned because at the end, I'm sharing a potent, spicy hot cocoa recipe that acts as a natural vasodilator to wake up your nerve endings from the inside. Comment where you are watching from and what time it is. I love seeing who is here with us. Now let's reframe how we think about toys. First, I want you to mentally delete the word toy. A toy is for playing. What we are discussing today are circulatory assistive devices. I know that sounds unsexy, but physiologically, that is exactly what they are. After menopause, blood flow to the pelvic region slows down significantly. In your 30s, it might have taken 5 minutes to become engorged and sensitive. In your 60s, it might take 20 or 30 minutes. Most women and their partners give up before the blood flow has actually reached the nerves. This isn't a lack of desire, it is a lag in circulation. A quality vibrator bridges that gap. It forces blood into the clitoral and vaginal tissue, keeping it oxygenated and plump. But here is the mistake most women make. They buy the first thing they see, usually a small, buzzy, battery-operated device. For women over 50, buzzy is bad. High-pitched vibration often numbs the nerve endings rather than stimulating them, especially if your tissue is already a bit less sensitive. You don't need a buzz, you need a rumble. You need deep resonance that travels through the tissue to the internal structure of the clitoris, which extends far deeper than what you see on the surface. This leads us to the first category of device, which is the gold standard for women who feel like they can't finish anymore. The first category is air pulse technology. If you have found that direct touch has become uncomfortable, maybe the clitoris is too sensitive to rub, or conversely, it feels numb to light touch, this is your solution. Devices like the womanizer or the rose don't actually vibrate against you. They use tiny puffs of air to create a suction sensation. Why is this medical gold for women over 50? Because it mimics the perfect oral suction without the friction. Friction is the enemy of thinning menopausal skin. Friction causes microtears and irritation. Air pulse technology stimulates the blood flow without touching the delicate skin directly. I have patients who haven't experienced a climax in a decade who try this technology and are successful within minutes. It recruits the nerves without overwhelming them. When looking for these, look for models with a wide mouth, so it surrounds the area rather than pinching it. But maybe your issue isn't sensation. Maybe your issue is internal tightness or atrophy, where the vaginal walls are shrinking. For that, you need a completely different tool, and using the wrong one here can actually be painful. Comment 1 if you have heard of air pulse technology before, or 2 if this is new to you. Now let's talk about the device that works internally, because this is about preserving your anatomy. If you don't use the vaginal canal, the muscles can become rigid and the tissue loses elasticity. We call this use it or lose it, but using it with a partner can be painful if you are tight. This is where a slender, high-quality silicone internal vibrator becomes a therapy device. You are looking for something with a specific curve, often called a G-spot curve, but don't worry about the name. You want a device that is firm, but has a give to it, like a firm muscle. The vibration here serves a dual purpose. It stimulates the internal nerves, but more importantly, the vibration helps the pelvic floor muscles relax. When you insert a vibrating device gently, the vibration confuses the pain receptors and signals the muscles to let go of tension. It allows you to stretch the tissue gently without pain. I recommend pairing this with a high-quality hyaluronic acid lubricant. Never use these devices dry. Look for a device that is rumbly. Remember, deep bass tones, not high-pitched buzzing. And for those with partners, there are specific C-shaped devices that can be worn during intimacy. stimulating the clitoris externally while you are connected with your partner. It bridges the orgasm gap effectively. But before you run to buy anything, there is a serious warning I need to give you about materials. Using the wrong material after 50 can lead to chronic infections. This is the most critical advice I can give you as a doctor. If a device is cheap, smells like chemicals, or has a jelly-like sticky surface, throw it away. Porous materials trap bacteria. No matter how much you wash them, microscopic bacteria stay inside. After menopause, your pH balance is more delicate, and your defense against UTIs and infections is lower. You must only use 100% medical-grade silicone or body-safe ABS plastic. Silicone is non-porous, can be sterilized, and warms to body temperature quickly. And this connects perfectly to the remedy I'm about to share. We've talked about external tools to boost circulation, but you can also prime your body chemically. I want to introduce you to the Velvet Drive Cocoa. This is a specific drink blend that I suggest to women who feel cold sexually, meaning low libido, low sensation, and poor circulation to the extremities. It uses a combination of ingredients that trigger vasodilation, opening of the blood vessels, similar to how the vibration works, but from the inside. In the next part, I will give you the full recipe. It's perfect to drink about 30 minutes before you plan to have some self-care time or time with a partner. Here is the recipe for the Velvet Drive Cocoa. This is not just hot chocolate, it is a functional drink to wake up your nervous system. You will need 1 cup of unsweetened almond or oat milk, 1 tablespoon of raw cacao powder, not sugary cocoa mix, but raw cacao. It is rich in magnesium, which relaxes muscles, and phenylethylamine, a compound that mimics the brain chemistry of falling in love. 1 teaspoon of maca powder. Maca is a Peruvian root, traditionally used to balance hormones and boost libido. A pinch of cayenne pepper or chili powder. Just a tiny pinch. This is the secret. The capsaicin triggers nerve endings and increases blood flow rapidly. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon to stabilize blood sugar. A drop of honey or maple syrup to sweeten. To prepare it, warm the milk in a saucepan. Whisk in the cacao, maca, cinnamon, and that crucial pinch of cayenne. Do not let it boil, just simmer until it is velvety smooth. Drink this warm, you will feel a gentle heat spreading through your body. That is the cayenne and cacao working to dilate your blood vessels. It makes your skin more sensitive to touch and prepares your body for the stimulation we talked about earlier. It's a ritual that tells your brain, we are switching modes now. Comment recipe if you want the written guide for this drink, and comment guide if you want to see my full list of recommended body-safe devices in my store. Your pleasure is a vital part of your health. Don't let it fade away just because you didn't have the right tools. Thank you for watching.